Could you also go into details about what you're planning to do about future flood protection in Exeter? You had said Exeter escaped by a whisker. What do you plan to do if this isn't the case next time? Could you also tell us what you plan to do about insurance policies of those of businesses in the local areas?
Well, Exeter, as you may know, historically was very vulnerable to flooding. In the 1950s and 60s, the city flooded really very badly. Those low-lying bits in St Thomas, Alphington, the Marsh Barton estate. And if it weren't for the flood defences that were built in the early 60s, which you're probably all very familiar with, the flood relief channel that goes through the centre of the city, that would happen on a fairly regular basis, and it certainly would have happened in the last few months, probably more than once, given the amount of rain we've had. What's happened is that because of climate change, we know that heavy rain and flooding is going to happen more often, and the Environment Agency, which is the independent body which basically is responsible for flood defences and recommending what you need to have where, has said that Exeter needs to upgrade and improve its flood defences, and if we don't do that, then we'll run the risk of serious flooding much more regularly than previously because of climate change. Now, combined with that, when the new government came in, it cut funding for flood defences by nearly 30%, so there's less money available from the government. It also said that local authorities are going to have to meet part of the costs. And at the same time, an agreement that the previous government had with the insurance industry to make sure that homes that were at risk of flooding could still get flood insurance is going to expire this summer. So all of these things are coming together, and it's a very worrying potential situation for Exeter, because you've got, I think it's more than 1,000 homes in Murray, isn't it, from memory, maybe more, and more than 1,000 businesses in that part of the city, that if there's not a deal on with the insurance industry, will find themselves either not able to get insurance or facing prohibitively high flood insurance premiums, at the same time as not getting the upgrading to the flood defences that the Environment Agency says we need. Now, in the last, so I've been campaigning about this for the last 2 years. Exeter City Council and Devon County Council have both said that they are prepared, even in spite of the difficult financial situation, to fund their share of the upgrading of the flood defences.